Hey, fantasy football fans, want to gain a last-minute advantage over the teams you play this week? Don't forget to check out Ken Zales' Fantasy Football Notebook on PressBoxOnline.com, presented by Chesapeake Urology Associates. And welcome back to Inside PressBox. Time now for a look at our Yuengling Lager photo of the week. Taste the quality of the 180 years of family-owned and operated tradition brews into every single bottle. Our PressBox photographer, Sabina Moran, took this picture of Joe Flacco. Notice, no Fu Manchu last week. Looking towards the scoreboard in disbelief, Ravens fans were sure hoping for a vastly different outcome with the change in the offensive coordinators. Despite the 34-17 loss, Ravens are still headed to the playoffs, and you can read all about the Ravens and Joe Platania's Ravens Report at PressBoxOnline.com. And with the postseason hopes still alive, now's the time to start growing your Fu Manchu like Joe did last year. But if you can't grow one, my next guest can help. Joining me now is Nick Schauman of Fanstache, a local company who makes the stick-on mustache, along with Casey Baynes of the Casey Cares Foundation. Welcome to the show, guys. I really appreciate you taking a little time during the holiday season.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you for having us.
It looks like Nick is ready to play Santa Claus a little bit. And you have, with your affiliation with Casey Cares. Tell us a little bit about how your entrepreneurial spirit and her zest to help critically ill children work together.
Well, last year when Joe Flacco decided to grow and shave his mustache, we thought it'd be really cool if all of Baltimore could do it just like him. So we decided to partner up with Casey, and this year we'll be donating 10% of our proceeds to her foundation to help critically ill children.
That sounds really great. And Casey, I know you're appreciative of that. You two actually started working a little bit toward the end of the Orioles season, and the Orioles didn't have a Fu Manchuer, did they, this year? No,
they didn't. We were hoping to go a little farther than they did, but
maybe it shows you got to grow the Fu Manchu to have the team do a little better. What do you think of that idea, Casey?
I'm just so grateful because Fanstache truly has been like Santa for all of the critically ill children in our programs at Casey Cares. We couldn't be more grateful to have the community support behind Fanstache and behind all of our sports teams here in Baltimore.
Well, we're happy we can have you on to talk about this and make people aware of this. So where can you get the mustaches? And we're showing some pictures from last year when this took over as a fad. But I know you can get them at the Ravens Zone Superstore.
You can get them at the Ravens Zone,
okay.
With Gratitude here in Towson.
Yep.
You can also get them at Poor Boys.
And then online at fanstache.com.
Correct.
All right. And without Joe Flacco having the Fu Manchu this year, what are sales like? They can't be as good as they were last year, but we're going to change that now.
Well, that's why we're here.
All right.
You know, we did well last year, and now that Festivus is upon us and the Ravens are officially in the playoffs, we thought that this would be the best time to bring them back, and we want everybody to know that Fanstache, Casey Cares, and the rest of Baltimore stands behind our team all the way to the Super Bowl, hopefully.
Well, I think it's really a neat gesture that you've made here because it shows it's a little larger than just a goofy mustache. It really is. Tell me real quick, we got about a minute to go, Casey, but your foundation has been around a long time, and what does it aim to do?
We're helping to provide memories to not just cancer kids, but children who have all kinds of illnesses, sickle cell, rare heart defects, to make every memory count, to make every single day count. Because when a child is diagnosed with a critical illness, the ripples of that diagnosis are felt throughout the entire family. They're not running on football fields anymore. They're running through the corridors of the hospitals. They're not learning to ride their bikes outside in their driveway. They're doing it in the hospitals. And we want to make sure that they experience childhood like it should be.
All right, whenever we can help Casey Cares, we will do that. Nick,
thank you very much.
Congrats to you, and fanstache.com, the place to buy one of these. We thank you for coming. Happy holidays to you and your families.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Merry Christmas and go Ravens.
And you'll be able to get a Fanstache and help Casey Cares Foundation before this weekend's Ravens game at the PressBox Touchdown Zone on the corner of Sharp and Ostend Streets. We'll be open by noon, which is over 4 hours before game time, shucking oysters and having fun. Plus, we'll have lots of other great food, including a variety of Ed Reed's favorite Roma sausages. We've got a full bar on site, stocked with plenty of Stoli and Sailor Jerry spiced rum, and we've also got the closest ATM outside the stadium, and thanks to our friends at Geico, it's a no-fee ATM. Also, while you're hanging out, be sure to spin the prize wheel with Jack FM and win some great cold weather gear from our friends at 180s. And we even have flat screen TVs on site so you won't miss any of the 1 o'clock games. It's the best pregame event, and it's only 2 blocks from the stadium at the corner of Sharp and Austin Streets, so stop by and say hello. Now, you'll want to stick around like my mustache is for my next guest. Baltimore's own Harlem Globetrotter, Jonte Too Tall Hall, will be here after these short messages. We'll be right back. Inside PressBox is presented by Friedmont Mortgage. Don't make a 30-year mistake by choosing the wrong lender. Go to Friedmont.com now for all of your mortgage needs.